Zio.
Hey, you guys, welcome to Henshin Hangout. Henshin Hangout. We got Johnny back. Unfortunately, Justin's going to be gone for a little bit, but, you know, we're going to hold you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on your Saturday. Like I always say, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us, and...
We appreciate that.
So
let's talk about Zio first.
Talk about Zio first?
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed this. I enjoyed it a little bit. It was fine. I like that we got the Another Riders back because I do like the look of these Another Riders. The earlier ones. I liked what's his name? Build was great. X-Aid was cool. Which is the one that looks like a predator? That's X-Aid, right? Oh, Woes, yeah.
Yeah, and then X-Aid with the dreads and everything like that. Yeah, it was X-Aid.
So it's cool. We got a little backstory into Sugo's life and that he survived a bus crash, and there was another survivor who turns out to be the Another Zio. What'd you think about this episode?
So here's the thing, like, one, I agree with you, like, the introduction of this new rider added, like, another level of mystery to it, so that was, like, really cool to me. I was like, oh, that's kind of dope. So we're just, like, building upon this and everything like that. So we got this another rider who's, like, got this, like, kind of, like, weird, was like duality story, like to Sugo and everything like that. They were both in the same bus accident, but Sugo, I guess, maybe destined to be king, whereas like he might be destined to be a pauper. So he's like, no, that's not fair. I lost my parents too, so maybe that's his whole vengeance scheme or whatever.
Is that a trope that they use a lot in comic books before?
Yeah, they've done it with other characters before. Like Prometheus from Justice League is like just like Batman, but his parents are criminals, and they get killed by the police, which makes him go evil and whatnot. So they've done this type of juxtaposition before and everything like that. I was like, why do you get to be special when I'm not? I heard the same way as you. So it's something we've seen before, which I guess is part of the reason why I'm not that excited for it.
But do you think that they're gonna lean into it a little bit more and have like give this character a lot of background and character development because he has kind of the same origin stories as Sugo?
They might.
Sogo.
They might, but the problem with it is, though, is that it just feels like very last minute-ish to me. Because here's the thing, like, again, like, as I was watching this episode, in the same episode, we find out that Sugo lost his parents, and then we find out there are two survivors of the bus crash. Yeah. And I'm just like, why didn't we find out about Sugo losing his parents, like, maybe 10 episodes earlier? You kind of set these things
I wonder
up.
which one is which.
Low-key, though. I was trying to read, I don't read Japanese, so I was trying to figure that out.
No, obviously the happier kid is...
Yeah, I kind of figured, but I was like, maybe it would be kind of dope if it was something.
Yeah.
But that was the kind of thing about it is that it would have been dope if they had kind of like set this up like 10 episodes ahead of time and kind of like gave this background, which I kind of feel like by the time we got to here, it would have been like, oh, wait, what? There was another survivor?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we didn't even know about this. That would have made it more like interesting. But again, now it just seems like very last minute. Like they're almost writing the show like week to week, where they're just like pulling these things out last minute. Yeah. So that was just my critique of it.
But it's definitely going to be interesting to see like. I want to learn more about him. I want to learn more about other than his little vendetta to collect all these Another Rider watches. I want to learn more about how he got to this place and how he got gifted these powers.
No, same. Like I am interested in this character, but the only problem with it too is that like, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to like bring all these critiques or whatnot, but the thing about it is was that as I was watching it, it was just like, for one, I was just starting to think about Build again because again, Build was such an amazing series. But the thing about it was that throughout Build, we continuously got answers to things. I'm like, we still haven't got any answers to anything really yet, and that's been my whole thing about this is that, like, you keep introducing more mysteries.
But
you're not giving enough answers to things.
I feel like they're trying to cloud the whole story with the whole time travel thing, and like not trying to have a solidified story because time changes. Yeah, time changes constantly, and it's hard to build a story when things keep changing. What do you think about the time jackers though?
That was the game. So time jackers are cool, but I want to see continuation from that last story where we saw where Wool got kind of thrown into it and everything like that. So I want to see Wool maybe be a little bit hesitant.
You kind of see it a little bit here. He's kind of like. He's not happy. He's definitely not happy with
He's not happy-go-lucky like he usually was.
He's not happy with Schwartz. He's just like, what is going on? Why are you doing? Why are you doing all this?
And we see Schwartz is going more to like the straight up like evil villainous like type role where he's like off on his own, breaking rules, going. But again, this was as I was thinking about this, like I was like, it would be kind of cool just to know clearly what the time jacker's goal is and how this is going to play to the bigger thing. Yeah. If I kind of knew that by now, I'd be okay with this because it's obvious he's breaking some like rule, but I don't feel invested in it because I don't know what rule he's breaking.
Yeah. Well,
and that's kind of the problem.
Maybe if we bring back Zio and have him kind of like overlook these time jackers and try to figure that the way we can get like an established plot or established motivation for them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
that would be honestly. That's the thing. Honestly, the key thing they need to do right now is they got to give answers because we're 25 episodes in, and the thing about it is we're getting closer to the end of the series. And so as we get closer, we're getting like towards the end. This is the time where we're supposed to be getting that apex.
I think we're halfway through, right?
Yeah, 25. Yeah. So this is the point where we need to start giving like a few more answers and whatnot. It's totally fine to introduce new mysteries because Build introduced a lot of new mysteries as well. But this is about the time that we should be introducing some answers, so that way we're a little bit more invested.
What did you say? Oh, talk to the camera. But also another thing that I'm kind of thrown off by is also Gates and his friend. Like he's definitely conflicted because he knows things, and like she just wants him to just destroy him, just kill him. But he knows some things. He knows that he saved her, and he knows that there is some redemption for Zio, even though he's at no point in time has he shown any signs of like, you know, becoming Zio. I mean, there's that time when he was in the dark mirror, the mirror side, but there's nothing to
that's him embracing his dark side.
Yeah, but Gates, when he first started off, straight up just hated him because of these pre-misconceptions about him, you know what I mean?
And the only other time we kind of saw that was in that one episode where there was a guy who was running the corporation who started to declare himself a king, and he went and followed him. We were like, Sugo, why are you following this guy or whatever? But apparently he wanted to see what it looked like to be a bad king or emperor, so he kind of learned from that. But yeah, you're right, though. It's like, he's found balance in a way when we went to like his mirror universe, but again, he's been nothing but just Sogu, just a big goofball and everything like that, so he really hasn't shown anything evil, and Gates seems to be wrestling with that because she's like, destroy him, but Gates is like, I know the guy from the future, but this guy I've been seeing now who I've been fighting with, like, this is the cool thing about it, though, is that, and I wish that we kind of explore this more, is that when you fight along somebody in battle, we come closer to him. It's like that war brother, it's like, what is that, the bonds of war type deal.
Yeah.
And so I wish they would explore that just a little bit more to kind of show that's what he's like struggling with and everything.
It's definitely like Vegeta and Goku a little bit.
Exactly.
Definitely like Vegeta and Goku, but
more like Goku and Yamcha. But yeah, you're right.
No, I mean, Gates is getting better. Obviously he's not you know, hit his full potential, and he's always going to be second thought to Zio, through Zio, since you know, Gio's got that Geo 2. So yeah.
But he hasn't got. But the problem with this is Gates hasn't given his full thoughts yet. Sorry, my apologies. Got thrown off for a second.
Yeah.
So Gates hasn't reached his full potential yet. So it'll be interesting to see when he actually gets to that point and reaches like his full potential and gets there.
So what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen with this new guy? How is he gonna? Is he gonna throw a wrench into the whole plot? Like just kind of screw things over with him? Because we got to see the new Zio, and he looks like a more roided out like version of Gio.
Yeah, I think it's honestly going to be that whole thing about where it's like he's going to look at Sugo and it's like, why do you get all these like gifts and abilities? Why do you get to be a future king? We both suffer the same way. Why don't I get these things? And it's going to show you how death can affect two people in two different ways. How you can death can send you down a spiral of like, you know, like depression, possibly, of like anger and hatred and all these different things. Whereas with Sugo, he found the love of his uncle that helped him like maybe not go down that path.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're going to see the duality of those things. What do you think?
I think that there will be. I think he's more of an anti-hero than he is like officially part of the Time Jackers. I think that once they actually sit down and have a conversation about their past, it's gonna be fun to see what he leans forward to. Maybe he'll even get his own belt. He'll become another writer, like not another writer, but like he'll become a new writer. Because I feel like I think we're due for a new writer, or maybe give Black Waz the belt instead of White Waz.
I'm hoping Wool becomes a writer, and I'm hoping was it Sukiyami?
Yeah.
I hope she becomes a writer too, though.
But I don't like where her character's going right now.
Honestly, that's the reason why I want it to happen, because I agree with you. I don't like where her character's being used either. That's why I keep referring to her as like the Sakura of the situation. I'm like, you need to be a little bit more active. She's not really doing that much to me.
Yeah.
Like she kind of became a flip flopper. You gave a great point like a couple weeks ago. We talked about how she's like, first she was all on board with like saving Sugo, working with Sugo, and now she's on board with just like killing him. It's like her jumping that fast shouldn't have happened like that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though: what were some things that you did like about this week's episode?
The fights were good. I like the what do you call it? I like that they brought back the Another Riders. I like how Gates wasn't able to really reach his full potential, and like he was still like he took the watch from Sugo because he wanted to kill the another what's that? All right, Nathan, super chat. Sorry, super chat. Nathan Redondo says feels like Tsukiyami is being controlled by Waz too. Yeah, I think that's something that we talked about last week, where he was able to write in that book. Mm-hmm. I think that's how he changed. He changed his character. But yeah, I'm definitely. I like the fights. I like the new suits. I like the another rider. I like that they brought back the another rider suits. So it's gonna be interesting to see where they go. Going forward with this new character. I do want, I enjoy characters like that. I enjoy characters that their full potential is not seen. I like where their full potential is not seen, so. But, what would you rate this episode?
Bada bing, bada boom, realest guys in the room, how you do it?
Out of 5, yeah.
2.
2?
I like the introduction of the new
well, what do you
new Alta Rider and everything like that.
Yeah. What do you guys rate this episode? While we're waiting for that, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It's fine. I do miss, I always say I want more Decade, but hopefully this new character, this new Another Rider, can bring that kind of dynamic to the team.
Good Lord.
Well, I mean, I feel like with a lot of Kamen Rider fans, this one's not really. Nah. It's definitely I know, like Justin says it and Toki says it a lot. It's Kamen Rider. It's hit or miss sometimes. It is. It's not always.
Like Jay Boss over here saying, I forgot Zio even exists every week. Yeah. And I fell out, and that's bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the thing though. I really want to take a look at. I forgot to do this as I was coming, but I want to take a look at the ratings to see how the ratings are compared this season to builds. Mm-hmm. Because honestly, like I kind of feel like overall, I feel like they may be down a little bit.
Continuing, Blackwing says 3.5 out of 5, mainly for the rivalry between Gio and Another Gio. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the most interesting thing about this arc.
And honestly, that's the reason why I say, like, when I keep referring to Geiz is like the Yamcha, because he hasn't come into that full role. But the Another Zio, I mean, honestly, he gives me that pressure that he's going to become a good guy at some point, and so he's going to be that Vegeta role.
Yeah.
Give me that arc to him. Did we do that Super Chat yet?
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, we did.
We did.
It's going to be controlled by Waz too.
Oh, and thank you, Nathan.
Thank you, Nathan Redondo.
Thank you, Redondo, for that Super Chat. Thank you.
So let's move on.